Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country, we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Come my brother, come my sister, let us build Grenada together. I want to welcome you to the Dynamic Hour. Again, another opportunity that you and I have to dialogue, to converse, to talk about what is happening in our beautiful country or islands, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. I want to encourage those on Facebook, as per usual, please share the live. Sharing is caring. And not only those on Facebook, but those on YouTube do the same thing. Share the live so as many people as possible will get the opportunity to be a part of the conversation. That is what we want. We want more and more people to hear the good news, because we are so accustomed to the negativity, to the bad news. In fact, I saw a number of news outlets running with a story of not being happy in a relationship. So you have the president of the Grenada Union of Teachers unhappy with what was announced, right, by the Minister of Education. He's unhappy with the whole approach and how this thing went along or went ahead in terms of the ranking and rating and that kind of thing of students who sat the CPEA exam, because the ministry decided they're going with what the law says, or the Education Act speaks about what is there, and they would no longer be ranking students and making some feel this way and others feel that way. But it is a relationship, right? Jude Bartholomew is a very nice gentleman, and so is the Minister of Education. They are not at war. They are not angry with each other. No, they may disagree on certain things, certain approaches, and in any relationship, you will find that. And nothing is wrong with that. In fact, it is healthy when you have that taking place, because you would not always be happy with everything in a relationship. So nothing is wrong with that. But the media loves that. They are accustomed to the bad news. They're accustomed to fighting. They're accustomed to bacchanal. They're accustomed to sensationalism. They would not tell you about the good things that are happening in the country. They would not tell you that our Prime Minister, uh, only recently, he and the community decided we are going to put our hands to the plow. We are going to put our hands to the wheel. We are going to team up for the better good of our community. They would not tell you that. All right? Nope. They will not tell you that. That the residents of Bel, of Belial, that's the name, Belial, they decided to pull together the community and paint that community center that were recently refurbished. That is phenomenal. That is great. They would not tell me and you about that because they're all about the negativity. They're all about, bad talking and seeing all manner of things there, right? That's what they're about. All right, kiss daddy, right? All right, later. All right, later. All right, bye, bye, Zoe. Later, later, Zoe. Nice. All right, later. Zoe's off to the daycare. Right. So they would not tell you that. They're not interested in that. Why should they talk about that? This is not sweet news. This is not sensationalism. This is not the drama. They would not highlight that, or Prime Minister. Have you ever seen Keith Mitchell for the 20-something years doing these things, leading by example, showing communities that, look, we could do it together. We don't have to always rely on government to give this and give that. We could get corporate partners. We could get the community to be a part of this process and do it together. This is for those who are on Facebook and YouTube. See, this photo is worth $1 million. Our Prime Minister with the Minister of Agriculture, Senator the Honorable Adrian Thomas there, and the people of Belial, the people of St. David, painting that community center. And you see the children joining in. That is what you want. You want that kind of leadership that would motivate others to do good, to do community service, to improve their community. That is significant. But the news will not bring that. They're more about the drama. All right? Let's see how we can paint the government bad. That is what they're about. So you see it every day. And in fact, just that little story is a biggie. All right? It's a big thing to them. Jude Bartholomew, my good partner, he's not happy with a little thing. Okay. But in a relationship, those things do happen. They are not enemies. They are not upset. They are not vexed. No, 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 no. They are not agreeing on something. Nothing is wrong with that. That's healthy in a relationship. Very, very healthy. But I am saying, yes, you can bring that in the news, but also let's bring the good things that are happening in Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. Let's talk about that. Let us try to unite our communities. Let us try to transform our communities. Let us try to bring good and do good so that others can use that as an example, as a motivation. And that is what good leaders do. That's the quality of good leaders, not rulers, good leaders. Saying, hey, let us do this together. It is a good thing to do. So let's join hands and hearts and let's do it together. So I am challenging the media because you're only about sensationalism. You're only about drama. You're only about hype. Let's change the paradigm. Let's have a paradigm shift. Let's change the mindset of our people. But let's lead by example. This is a good story. Our prime minister could be somewhere else. He could send people to do it. But he's leading by example. And I want us to think about that. And that is why I commend the men and women in the diaspora who are giving back to Grenada, who are making that extra effort. They're not complaining like the NNP is complaining and grinding and groaning and talking about shortage of medication when they know this thing is not new, and when they know that NNP did not pay for the medication and so on. So there will be shortages from time to time, okay? But instead of using the links and connections and resources and sources to get medication, to get stuff for the clinics and hospitals and so on and so forth, what they do, they spend their time complaining, the NNP. They just complain. But our brothers and sisters out there in the diaspora, they're making that extra sacrifice. They are not complaining. They're making that extra sacrifice to do good, to build, to develop the community, step by step, brick by brick. That is what they are doing. Young people are teaming up to do good. And that is why I continue to say the NNP is an obstructionist party. And the whole bunch of them, they are not serious about Grenada being transformed and Grenada, being on the rise and good things coming for our communities. We are seeing that with our prime minister and his team. Look at what they're engaged in. Andy Williams called me. In fact, a friend called me from that constituency yesterday. And he said, Kem Jones, I have 8 palm trees just ready to plant. And it's in good shape and, good size and so on. I want to give it to Andy Williams and his team so that they can plant it in the south somewhere. And I called Andy and I said, Andy, what's it like? Say, good, So, he's on the Kirani James Boulevard, that area there, trying to work with the men to do some work, to transform that area there. And he said, boy, that's God sent. We could use that palm tree. We could do something with it because we need that to, enhance the area, the beauty. That is what we talk about. So my good partner, Leggy, well, you know who you are, my brother. Good gentleman. Said, boy, we have some palm tree here. We want to plant it. That is what we want in Grenada. That is, and he wants nothing. What he wants is, in other words, he wants nothing in return. What he wants is for Grenada to move forward, to transform. That is what we want. It's not, you beggy, or you want something from government. No. What we want is to see Grenada move to that next level. This is our place. It's like you have in your house. You want to clean it. You wake up in the morning, you make up the bed, right? It's the first thing. You sweep, you mop, you clean, you make sure that the bathroom is in good condition, because you never know if a friend comes by, they might want to use the restroom first. Or your kitchen, they might want some water, you make sure it is clean. All right? You tidy inside, and then you move outside, because you want your outside to look good. And it makes you feel good. It's rewarding to do that. It's similar. It's your space, it's your house, your yard, your home. Your Grenada is us. That's ours. And you want that. That is what you want, You want the same thing. So we have people who are working very hard to make that a reality. But then you have the NNP and their pundits and surrogates, goons, zygotes, sycophants, obstructionists who are out there complaining, grinding, groaning, standing in the way of progress. That is what you have on the other side. They are not about Grenada. They don't want Grenada to prosper and to move to the next level. No, they are not interested in that. But we want Grenada to move to the next level. I saw a story with the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, and I was really pleased, very, very pleased with that. I was looking for it, I was looking for that story, because I think it is a good thing, when you have a situation where you can say to people, we no longer just dumping things or throwing away stuff. We could do it differently, right? I'll get it for you momentarily, because we want our country to move to the next level. But let's first look at the farm labor program that will commence soon, and I like the whole revamping of that program.
This enhanced program, ADAPT, seeks to revitalize the agriculture sector, maximize agricultural production, and boost food security. The previous farm labor program was designed to assist farmers with clearing lands for planting. However, this new program takes on a different approach. Here are some of the objectives as outlined by Minister with Responsibility for Agriculture, Senator Adrian Thomas.
The objective of this program is to really assist the farmers in particular and the fisher folk. Those areas we believe contribute significantly to food security, and we dare not label those two groups of people that contribute to the development of food production in our country. We also want to increase production with that new program. We want to improve the national food and nutrition security, and we want to boost income in the farming community.
Minister Thomas explained how the program will function.
In a nutshell, the program really and truly encompasses labor support, because we're going to still have an aspect of the project where we offer farmers labor support. But this time around, we will not be forming our own labor gangs. We are asking the farmer to mobilize the support, mobilize the labor support, mobilize the workers. These workers may have been working with the farmers 2 and 3 years. They have the training, they have the know-how, rather than bringing in somebody very new who may have the problems of identifying plants. You may have problems of identifying weeds from commercial plants. And if you don't have the training to work on the farmer's plot, you should not be encouraged to be part and parcel of the program.
The Agriculture Minister further explained who qualifies for the program.
Sometimes when people hear about farm labor program, they think about, even though they are working outside of the agricultural sector, they remember that they have some land in the mountain and that need to be cleared up. And then they will apply for the program and present themselves. We do not want to go in that direction. We want to cater for the active farmers. We're going to have other programs where farmers want to take the baptism and they want to get into the agricultural sector. Well, if you want to get into the agricultural sector, there will be a place for you in the future, but at this point in time, we really want to focus on the active farmers in this particular program.
The aim is to also introduce farmers to the use of technology in agriculture production through training. The minister said under the ADAPT program, priority will be given to a number of crops.
There are some crops that we really want to pay particular attention to, and topping the list is nutmeg production, which we refer to as the black gold. Next in line is cocoa production. And I personally refer to cocoa as the brown gold. And we have soursop, which I refer to as the green gold. And right on stream now, PS, we do have what we refer to as the mango production, and some people refer to it as the yellow gold.
It is anticipated that spice production will be boosted through the replanting of spices, citrus, root crops and tubers, and coconuts are among a list of other crops that will be given special attention, and farmers will be assisted with planting materials for those crops. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Right. Thank you very much there, Chrislina John there. That's a good piece, because I believe Grenadians need to know that the government is doing this differently, uniquely different, because they want a different outcome. And I love that. Keep at it. So I was telling you about this whole color-coded bins and so on. And to me, that is what we need, or needed years ago. I've been talking about that before. So let me play that for you.
The color-coded bins will be strategically placed in various public spaces across Grenada as part of initiative by the Grenada Solid Waste Authority to promote recycling of plastic waste. This initiative will also encourage the practice of waste separation among the populace as the authority continues to create enhanced ways in which Grenada manage its waste. General Manager of the Grenada Solid Waste Authority, Lyndon Robinson, in his remarks at the launch, indicated that a marketing strategy will roll out in the coming weeks to educate the public more about the campaign.
So the launch of the color-coded bin is a collaborative effort, and it is one that would be taking place with the MIT and the Ministry of Infrastructure Development, the Physical Planning Unit, and other players. The private sector, to strategically place these bins at our business centers and other areas where we would be able to optimize the use of the units and also prevent vandalism and misuse of the units, going from waste to a resource. So the focus is on one waste stream, namely plastic, but we are using the opportunity here to also introduce waste separation in our Tri-Island state. And that is a very big step for us at the authority with national impact and benefits to the whole of Grenada.
Robinson also indicated that the cooperation of the general public is critical, and the compliance unit within the authority will play a key role in the rollout of this initiative.
Let me also take the opportunity to thank our dear Minister for tabling in Cabinet the need for a compliance unit within the authority. That would not replace but complement the work of our dear colleagues from the Ministry of Health and Environmental Health Department and the RGPF to more effectively manage waste in our state. We manage waste to protect health and the environment. That, along with the development of our ICT department, we are hoping that we could monitor, track, and at least minimize the illegal dumping that we are having throughout the island.
Tessa Sinclair, Deputy Chair of the Solid Waste Authority Board of Directors, spoke of their commitment to improving waste management in Grenada.
As a board, we acknowledge waste management as a major issue, a major global issue. Those charged with addressing it must find adequate, effective, and sustainable approaches to addressing the issue. As such, as a board, we commit to treat with this issue with the level of alacrity and attentiveness it requires.
The launch of the Color-Coded Bin initiative coincided with the observation of World Environment Day, June 5th. For GBN News, I am Rena P. Thomas reporting.
Right, so that's a very good story there by Rena P. Thomas. And again, I want to applaud the Honorable Kireen James. She's the minister pushing all of these things. Sometimes you don't see them in front, but that, again, is very, very significant. Very, very significant. And again, it requires a mindset shift or change for these things to be very successful. Let's just play that little ad there for the folks out there in Toronto with that gala coming up.
Hello, Grenadians in Canada and friends of Grenadians in Canada. This is a special invitation from me, Prime Minister of Grenada, inviting you to join me on the 1st July 2023 at Bellevue Manor for a special evening, a grand gala. Accompanying me will be the Honorable Joseph Andal, MP for St. Patrick West and Minister for Foreign Affairs. The gala is in aim of raising funds to assist us in building a resource center in Grenada. The Resource Center will be a hub for community activities, for training, for meeting, greeting, and for conventions. So, we invite all of you to come out and join us. Your donation to this event is only $250, and space is limited, so we really do invite you to get your tickets early. I look forward to meeting, greeting, and sharing a meal with all of you as we look to move Grenada forward. I look forward to seeing you on the 1st of July.
Right, so folks, my system is frozen here at the moment. My system is frozen at the moment. So I wanted to play some other pieces, but I don't know what's going on with my system here. For those who are viewing, I think you can see me, right? But something is happening, something strange is happening here with the computer. So I don't know if it's updating or if it's, I don't know what is actually happening here. So that would pose a little problem for us for this morning. But I want to say it is important for us to understand the need to see things differently as we forge ahead, as we move ahead in this country. And it requires a shift mentally, right? A mindset that should change. We have too many people who are all about the negativity, the sensational stuff. We want a better Grenada. And to get a better Grenada, it requires all of us changing our perspective, changing how we view our community and our country and even government. You know, people always think government should do everything for you. But there are things that we can do as a community, as a family, as a constituency, as a parish. And you get more when we come together to do this or do that. You get more out of it. And you get ownership. That is important. Because if you see somebody vandalizing it, you know that you had a part to play in making sure that the thing came to a realization that the thing built or looking nice like it is. So you're going to stand up. You're going to say, no, you're not going to vandalize our community center or that billboard or that facility, that bathroom facility, right? Or that road was constructed for this amount of tonnage, right? Or load. So when you see a big truck going on that road, you say, no. If you pass on that road, you would mash it up for us. You're going to damage it for us, right? You have this heavy equipment. Maybe they're doing some work in the community and they decide they're not going to put tires on the road. They're going to just go with it like that and damage the road. But you would stand up and say, no, this is our road. We will protect it. So you have ownership. And that is what you want. Ownership to emerge where people see these things as a part of them. And they would stand up and say, no, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. Right? So we urge you, we encourage you, folks, it is important that we become positive in our thinking, because it is easy to criticize. It is easy to tear down. It is easy to bad talk. But when it comes to doing, that is very, very important. Appreciation is also important. Because sometimes you say certain things, sometimes you do certain things and you chase people away. And that is what the NNP is actually doing. They are chasing people away. People just don't want to hear them anymore. And my mind goes back to that little story where there's a gentleman who normally goes to church every Sunday, every Saturday. He goes to church. And for some strange reason, the pastor was preaching and his cell phone was on. And someone called him. So that cell phone started ringing. And the pastor scolded the gentleman, pulled him out of the crowd and started, embarrassing him, saying all manner of things about him because to the audience and to the pastor, the phone shouldn't be on, right? But he forgot to cut it off or put it on silent. But boy, is what they didn't have to, or what they didn't say to the individual. The pastor started and so on. So the next Sunday, he did not go to church, or the next Saturday, he did not go to church. The other Sunday, the other Saturday, he did not go to church. Then he went to the bar to have a drink, right? And while there, while he was being served the drink, he mistakenly bunks the drink down. And, it spilled on the counter, and one or two people around got wet. And he expected the people at that bar to cuss him and to be angry with him and to be upset with him and so on. But what they did was quickly get the towel and wipe it up and so on. Wipe up the stuff, mop it up more or less. And they told him, it's okay. Those things do happen. The bartender gave him a drink on the house or on the bar, right? Gave him back a drink. And he felt happy within that environment. It was not the negativity. It was not the, the screaming and the tearing down and the, you see the point? But that is how the NNP is operating. Like that pastor in the church. The phone rang and decided to just go off on a tangent. Right? He lost that person, that member of the church. So I am simply saying the negativity from the NNP is running people away. is scaring people because they all about tearing down, they all about bad talking, they all about, come on. Good things are happening in Grenada. You will not get everything perfect. So there are areas where we need to strengthen, where we need to improve. I agree. But come on, you could put your hands to the wheel, your hands to the plow, and team up to transform our nation, to transform our country. It's what it is. So I urge you, as you go about your business, think about Grenada. Let us work for Grenada, to build Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. This is our homeland, and we could do it. We have it in us. The genius is inside of us, and believe in yourself. I say to people, believe in yourself. There will be people around you who will send negative energy to you, right? Who would make you feel that you're not important, that your contribution is not valuable, that, they can do it alone. They don't need you. There would be people who want to make you feel that way, right? There are some people who are boastful. There are some people who love to put all their riches on the table to show people that they have the bling and the fling, and they are part of the elitist group in the society. There are people like that, right? They bluff, they blush, they make you feel less. But I'm saying to you, the genius is within you. Your contribution in nation building is valuable and appreciated. And that you must know. You're special. You have a contribution to make. We must make sure that we make Grenada way better. Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique way better than we met it. We want good for this place. So let us start, having this dialogue of positive energy, of something good is going to happen today. We want good for this place. And the minute time we start becoming more and more positive, all those negative people and energy will vaporize, will disappear. And I tell you this, the NNP is losing grip because of the negativity. When you wake up in the morning and you listen to the Plead Your Cause program on WFM, those NNP pundits, surrogates, goons, zygotes, and sycophants, all they push is negativity. Complain, 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 grind and groan and bawl and scream. And you wake up in the morning and you have breakfast or a cup of coffee, and I'm a coffee man, and you out in the yard or on the lawn, right? And you just looking at nature, and you upbeat and positive. You set goals and you want to achieve these things today. And for some strange reason, somebody comes along and they just mess it all up. Some negative energy, and they tie up your whole day. That is NNP, and that is how they operate. So you listen to the Plead Your Cause program on WFM, and those NNP pundits, they call in and they just mess up your day, so you don't want to listen anymore. You see? You tune into the Sheldon Scott talking point, negativity, negative energy. You don't want to tune in anymore. You tune into Kennedy, Bulldall, and Carl Caton and the folks up north, and negative energy. You don't want to listen to them anymore. And that is what you were getting from the NNP, pundits and surrogates. Just negativity, negativity, negativity. But we want good for Grenada. And that is why I applaud our Prime Minister. I applaud the team for keeping it positive, for focusing on the development of people and the transformation of communities, community by community, and having the people involved in the transformation. I applaud that. I endorse that. And that is what we want as we move forward. I want to say on Wednesday, the dynamic hour will be at a different location, right? On Wednesday morning from 8 to 9, I will be doing a one-on-one with the Prime Minister, looking back at, the 1 year of achievements and, even the challenges, but what we were able to accomplish as a country in the last 12 months. We're going to be looking at that. And then we're going to be looking at the future. What can we expect as we move forward, as we forge ahead? So that program will be live, the Dynamic Hour, with your humble servant. So I hope you can share that. I have a little flyer up. I hope you can tune in for that and tell people about it. It's a one-on-one, a sit-down, where we can converse, talk about Grenada, talk about Carriacou, talk about PT Martinique in a different way. Because it's important to talk about the good things that we have been able to achieve, because we are grateful, right? We are grateful for all the good things that happened in the last 12 months or so. We are thankful. So again, you can look forward to that, right? I often say on this program, I can handle the convo throughout. Many a times you have ministers who want to come in and chit chat, and so I said, look, no fuss. Focus on a number of other things, go other areas. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Right? But this time around, because it's a significant milestone, I will be doing that one-on-one with the Prime Minister. All right? With our Prime Minister. So do not forget that. All right? Nice. So it's 8 a.m. the same time, 8 a.m. to 9. And it will be carried on all the platforms that I normally bring the program on. So Vibes 101.3 FM, Vibes 106.3 FM, Wild 106.3 FM, YouTube, Facebook, the normal. All right? So again, don't forget that. Beautiful. Remember also, and that the computer here, I can tell you, it is still somewhat frozen, or this thing just going over and over and over, but I don't have access to it in full. All right? So remember also that the NDC St. Patrick East and West constituency branches, they have the annual cruise. Don't forget that. The cruise is tomorrow, God's willing. Tomorrow, God's willing. And that cruise, I think boarding time is 7:30. The tickets, $65. Free barbecue, but a solid buy. You have to buy your drinks and so on. That's Rum Runner 2. Please support them. Support them if you want a ticket. You can call my good partner, Mitch. Hey, Mitch, what's he? Good morning, Mitch. You can call Mitch. And his number is 534-0856. Yes. Right, so have a good memory. 534-0856. Call him if you want a ticket, and he will handle you there easily. All right? So remember that. That Ramona Cruise is an annual thing. Annual. Please, please, please support that. Also remember that oil down in the diaspora there. Akim and Frances, I know the oil down. So folks, the oil down will be tomorrow. Tomorrow. So they have oil down, the Deacon Mitchell support group out there in New York. That's tomorrow between Glenwood and Farragut Roads. Right? That's 710 East 22nd Street between Glenwood and Farragut Roads. From 1 p.m., cost $25. Local juice on sale too, a solid bar. Orders, you can make your order. You can call Frances on 917-282-9405 or Estella 917-623-6882, Merrill 914-482-1215, Akim 347-925-1625, and you have Jillian 917-589-8860, Kenisha 917-589-0372. You have Janice, you have Beverly, man, it's a whole list of them. Janice is 708-2841. Beverly 347-606-6582. So you can link them up for the oil down out there in New York. All right? As a Deacon Mitchell support group, please, please support. You're doing an excellent, excellent job. All right? Nice. So again, just saying it is important that we do what we have to do to save this country of ours. All right? I want to say to you further, the bingo, that big bingo, it's on. So remember, we have bingo tickets on sale. I'll get some more information on that so I can share it with you. I want to share it with you so you can at least purchase your tickets way before your bingo tickets. Purchase it way before. We need to see more and more people buying the bingo tickets to support the NDC as they move to building that headquarters or that resource center. All right? Very important there. All right, let me see here. Okay. Looking here. All right. Okay. Can you share, please? Right. So, Miss Forsyth, women's. Let me see this. Right. You see, I can't. I don't have access to the computer now. So, all right. So the NDC Women's Group St. John breakfast sale. That's tomorrow, Saturday the 10th. That's tomorrow, 6 a.m. by the Grove Market. Funds go towards starting up our what is it? Makami. What was that? Marakami and sewing classes. No, macrame. What's that? I don't know what is that. Right. But sewing classes and so on. Right. All right. Macrame. All right, good. But sewing classes, whatever they have, whatever that is called. So the funds going towards that. So the NDC Women's Group in St. John, they're having a breakfast sale on Saturday tomorrow, starting at 6 a.m. by the Grove Market. All right? Good. So again, please support that there. And Kieran James and the team, they're doing a wonderful job up there in St. John, trying to empower women, empower the youth. There are a number of initiatives that they've started up there, and I really want to commend Kieran and the team, the Honorable Kieran James and the team for the hard work up there in St. John. All right? Beautiful up there in St. John. So support them. And that big dance, well, the first event for the 10th, for not the 10th, sorry, for the anniversary, the 1-year anniversary will be in St. John. All right? That is St. John Anglican School. The dance, don't forget that. It will be in St. John. All right, good. Don't forget, folks, tickets for my event. It's available. It's available at Ricky's Bar in St. George's. Ricky's Bar in St. George's, Hillsborough Street. You can check him out there. $300, all-inclusive event. Don't forget that. Excuse me. You can also get a ticket. You can purchase tickets online at Ride By. That's RYDE by BUI.com. You can go there and buy that ticket. All right, 110 US, 110 US. So again, just saying, you can go and do just that. All right, right there, ridebuy.com. That's RYDEBUY.com. So please go and buy the tickets. Buy the tickets. Please do so. All right, let's talk and more action. Buy the tickets. Buy the tickets. All right, good. Nice. So good friend saying it's, the sewing and knitting and so on. That is what it is. So the St. John Women's they are involved in that. All right, good. Right. Macrame, right? Macrame. It's like the knitting and sewing and so on. That is what it is. Good. So we wish them all the best. We wish them all the best. So do that. It's going towards that. Beautiful. So, folks, I want to thank you very much for sharing the program. I want to wish you all the best. We have some other little thing to promote and so on, but because the computer is frozen right here in front of me, I have no access to it right now. So I want to wish you all the best, and it's 9 o'clock. We have to pull the curtain down. I want to wish you all the best. Take good care. Support all events out there. Support all. That's important. Please do. Good? Nice. So have a wonderful day. Take good care. Bye for now. Bye for now. Bye for now. In fact, I cannot even play the that piece that we normally play to close the program down. All right? Can't do that. I would have to cut off the computer completely. All right? So I want to wish you all the best, folks. Take good care.